What's happening this week in Warcraft? Hey, it's Soul, and you can help support the channel by liking this video, subscribing for more WoW coverage, and catching me where I'm live. Let's go over a few lesser-known happenings in the recent 12.0.1 patch. Legacy Loot Mode is now enabled in Dragonflight, even if you're not technically 11 levels above the content. This is great news for folks with goals and extra time on their hands, although personally, I'm gonna wait until I'm level 90 when I can go in and cut through everything super fast. The achievements for unlocking mounted lumberjacking are now available. Check your progress via achievement menu to see how far along you've come. The achievement is specific for each expansion era, but the tracking and the unlocks are shared across the warband. Anyone passively collecting lumber while wandering around will eventually pick this up, and it's a very nice perk to have, making all of your characters viable farmers, as opposed to having to switch to a druid when it's lumber time. There's a lot of class tuning coming with this week's reset. How useful this information is can be a bit iffy, and it might translate into something else at max level in Midnight with endgame gear and encounters and so on and so forth. I'll throw the changes up on screen and try to quickly summarize. Unholy Death Knights had damage from diseases adjusted and moved towards other abilities and pet damage. Devour Demon Hunters got a damage increase across the board, but Havoc got 1% more, so clearly Devourer is just dead on arrival, right? Druids are receiving quite a few buffs across their specs. Balance and Feral are up, while support damage from Resto Druids also got a substantial increase. Devokers have had a bit of an issue with disintegrate damage, and it's been fixed, so to compensate, other damage has been nerfed, increasing the prominence of that signature ability. Meanwhile, Prevokers have a much longer cooldown on their rewind ability, while reducing the cost of other major healing spells. Hunters appear to have been kneecapped with a round of nerfs from all over, from damage tuning to cooldowns and ability duration. It's quite a few notes, so I'll give a few extra seconds to display everything. Mages aren't faring much better, with overall nerfs to Arcane, and with Frost, damage is being shifted from their spec abilities and more to the hero talent trees. Mistweaver monks, and I guess other healers too, they're getting some weird new damage modifier based on their level, and I guess to compensate for this, other ability damage has gone down. Now, I'm not a math guy, it just feels weird, but whatever. Windwalker though, it looks like it got slapped with a big 10% damage decrease among other nerfs, but increased prominence of other abilities like Fist of Fury. Team Ret Paladin though, they got buffs, so yeah for them. Holy Paladins though, they got the whole damage revision thing, with developer notes explaining how overall the tuning works out. It reads to me like a bit of future-proofing as we progress through Midnight. This also translates to Holy and Discipline Priests, who are getting a bit of a damage buff but an overall atonement nerf for Discipline. Now I'm thinking this is a way of saying, hey, since you're not doing as much crowd control, you can use that extra cast time to deal damage. But Shadow gets a very nice overall buff to their damage. Rogues got a nerf to the Trickster spec. Assassination is up by a bit, Subtlety Trickster though down by a bit. Shaman are getting a bit more survivability via talents. Their AoE damage is being adjusted a little bit away from Chain Lightning and towards Earthquake. And Resto got a round of adjustments similar to the other heals again, but with a much smaller nerf to their initial damage unless they picked up Farseer as their hero spec. Demo Warlocks got a readjustment, buffing some of their pets but nerfing the Soul Harvest spec by quite a bit. Death Warlocks got a different kind of readjustment, buffing spec abilities in exchange for hero talent throughput. Warriors got knocked a bit across the board with the exception of execute damage from their tank spec, and everyone else is doing just fine. This week the Lunar Festival begins and takes place over the next 2 weeks. As usual, it's an opportunity to mostly pick up transmog appearances after visiting elders all across Azeroth. As for what else is new, not too sure. There are a bunch of Lunar Celebrants items that have been data mined, but it's not certain if they're encrypted or even for this region. If they do become available though, there are a lot of them, so enjoy getting what you can. Love is in the air for 1 more week, so be sure to at least drop in for the Crown Chemical event for a chance at mount-related goodness. Then use those love tokens you've earned to buy some of the new cosmetics. And Azeroth Blizzard is the brawl. Throughout the week, creators from all over the world will participate in Azeroth Interiors, an event inspired by similar reality TV shows where a builder and homeowner get together to design and build an awesome something or other. Yours truly happens to be one of the participants, and Steph Senyati, who's a beauty creator and elite holy priest, she'll be joining me Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific to build her vision before I go on a panic to bring that vision to life in a, video game. Later in the week, I and the other builders will be putting all this together with our homeowners' help and direction, and most of my work will be done live stream. It's going to be kind of a trip, being someone who spent way more time looking at other houses rather than working on my own. It's going to be a ton of fun though. I hope you come by the streams this week to watch and maybe do some backseat design. Meanwhile, let's see what else Blizzard's got cooking, be it promotions or cinematics or stories to digest. Please like this video, subscribe for more WoW coverage, catch me live, and I'll catch you later. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.
I'm done hiding, it's my time, my copium-filled belief. It doesn't matter if it's true that I can't sing. We're gonna farm, cause it's our mission. Jump in the dungeon and rag it, time it, it's gonna be epic. Whoa, pump, hit every cooldown. Dive in the dump, don't regret it. 11s are gonna be epic.